Hello, welcome everybody to the Banjo-Tooie Challenge Series. This is the finale. This is it. This is gonna decide who gets to take home all the marbles. And either way, we're gonna get a new BTCS champion. Isn't that great?
Oh
You guys
boy.
excited?
Let's go.
How did you guys do last year? Do you remember?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember.
I think I lost to the finals against Emo.
Yeah, I
got
think you guys were
eliminated by Go-Go.
You were the semifinals match last year.
Yeah, because you only had 4 people.
Right.
And me and Go-Go fought in the first round, and I got knocked out in reverse boss order.
Right. So yeah, we're gonna have a new winner this season. That's so cool. I'm so excited. So I mean, I guess we can get right into it, right? Because you guys have all the information you need. You guys both ready to start?
Yep.
Just a sec. Just want to make my window a little bigger.
And Gogo, you don't have our voices going through your audio right now, right?
I don't.
Oh, you don't even have audio. I remember. So we're gonna be camping GDO's audio for a while for the whole thing.
Yeah.
But are you guys both ready to begin?
I am ready now. Yes.
Yes.
All right, then we are going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Okay, let's. I'm excited. Let's see. Let's let them go. Where's GDO's audio? Oh, I started my timer way late, but there they go. They're off, and they're off. Okay, so again, welcome everybody to Banjo-Tooie Challenge Series. Oh yes, that is the one thing I forgot. Thank you for pointing that out. Alpha is not the racer. Can you believe it? It is Go-Go. Thank you, Alpha, for definitely not pointing that out to me. That was very, very respectful of you. Responsible. Anyways, so what the heck is the challenge this time? So this one is called BTCS2 Retrospective. Now, this is an homage to all the previous challenges that we've had so far. So you see, they've got to complete any 5 out of the following 10 subcategories. And each of these 10 subcategories should be something familiar to you guys if you've been paying attention to the races. A. Collect all 8 highest objects. These are the same 8 highest objects from the very first challenge. It's like your top of Temple Jiggy, your honeycomb at the top of GI, that kind of stuff. B. Run out 12 timers. You guys are familiar with the timers. You know, you got your puzzles, your mini games. Our runners now know about skill stop honeycombs and stuff like that. Challenge C. Freeze an enemy in each level. You must have 0 eggs to enter a level. So these guys are going to have to, if they want to do that challenge, they got to go collect all the eggs for all their other challenges too when they go into the levels here. D. Collect 20 Jinjos, but they got to do so in a certain order. Whenever they start a family, they gotta finish it before they can collect any other colors. E. 5 pairs of Jiggies with the same clockwork. You know, Jinjos are included, so you can pick up a Jiggy in the last Jinjo of a family, and that counts as 2. F. Survive 7 points of fall damage in 3 different worlds. You guys might remember the fall damage challenge, where people were just yeeting themselves off the top of the levels. Just gonna have to see them do it in 3 different worlds. I'm sure they can find them. G, recreate 8 points worth of pictures. So if you remember the picture challenge, okay, anyways, so, H. Funny that we get to H, because that's when the runners pointed out a discrepancy in my own rules. Not a discrepancy, but inconsistency. You probably don't want to be listening to Jinjo Village anymore either. Collect 2 Jiggies in each world. However, they are not allowed to use Talon Trot or Silos. Now, of course, they can't read at lightning speed, so they probably went into Talon Trot before reading that. So I said after 5 minutes. They can use Talon Trot and Silos all they want up to 5 minutes, but after 5 minutes, if they decide that's the challenge they want to do, no Talon Trot. Challenge I is Styrac Jiggy with no Grip Grab. If they get it, they can learn Grip Grab after. And then finally, Challenge J. Defeat 4 different bosses before learning any moves in Mayhem Temple. It's a little rough about that one is it's going to lock you out of cheats until you defeat your 4 bosses. It's going to lock you out of Jiggy Special. But the reward is, if you do it, you can use Super Banjo. So it's going to be exciting. We're going to get to see... Gonna get to speculate what is the best combination of 5 out of these 10. What is going to work out for these guys? So, taking a look at the runners, they are taking full advantage of the Talon Trot that they are allowed, and making their way to the MT puzzle probably to give it a big ol' think about what they want to do. No, I'm wrong. GDO knows what he wants to do, at least as far as... Nah, he's gonna do the puzzle. That's what I thought. What's going on, Ring Rush? Harpy? Does it really? Oh, you know why? It always does that because Yorp Skip can't fix that. Game Banjo-Tooie. Let me just write out the high jiggies. Dragon Bros, and then CCL is Zavos. Right, that's all right. Alright, GDO is sending me a DM. Wow, look at this beautiful chord progression he's got going on. A, C, E, F, G. A, C, E, F, G. So I guess I can write that down. Properties. Now, what the heck was A, C, E, F, and G again? Give me a segundo. So he's going to be doing 0 out of 8 highest objects. 0 out of 8 enemies frozen. ACE 0 out of 5 pairs of jiggies. 0 out of 3 big falls, let's call them. And 0 out of 8 points of recreated images. Very nice. Okay. So once I get a good DM from GoGo, we can get him filled in. What is the category? So the category, if you press !info, I should update the title to reflect that. If you press !info, you can get the category. And let me fix that for you. This is Retrospective and info BTCS. How does that look? Very nice. Okay, so GDO going ahead and pooping out all his eggs so he can enter the level. And he's thinking. He's thinking. GoGo, on the other hand, is in GGM. I don't know if I saw him poop out all his eggs. And I do also see that he's in Talon Rot, so we can assume that he's not doing either of those challenges. Highest objects means the physically highest collectible in each world. Yes. This is a throwback to Challenge 1, where we specifically listed out those 8 objects. I posted that picture again as a reminder, and here's the text description. Top of Temple Jiggy, Rails Jinjo and GGM, David Death, Pipe Honeycomb and JRL, Terry Jiggy, Smokestack Honeycomb at the top of GI, the Dragon Brothers Jiggy, and the Zubba's Minigame Jiggy. GDO does absolutely have to take the train to GI. There is no way to get inside of GI with no eggs. Unless you take the train. Can I explain Category E? Yes, which one was Category E? Category E. Collect 5 pairs of Jiggies with the same clockwork. So, this is a... an homage to the challenge we did, which was essentially the same exact thing. You have to collect 2 Jiggies. You have to get 2 Jiggies with the same clockwork shot. You shoot a clockwork, it can run around for 20 seconds. You gotta pick up 1 Jiggy, and before the clockwork expires, go pick up a second one. And you gotta do that 5 times. That is true, Ring Rush. Credits DCW, I think, is just, like, good in almost any challenge that you don't explicitly need your DCW elsewhere. If you can't think of a good spot to use it, I mean, credits is pretty safe. It just gives you access to everything. Everything in the overworld. The points for the recreated images are the top row are the easies, will give you 1 point. The second row will give you 2, third row 3, and the last row 4. Alright, there it is. There's GDO's first Jinjo. Oh, he's not even going for the Jinjos. Okay, so never mind. But this Jinjo, this is a good pickup because it's going to set him up to be able to collect Jinjos for his clockworks. Okay, GDO making his way over to the code chain. We're going to open it up so we can put in his cheats now. Taking a look, he will have access to Jiggy Wiggy Special, of course. He's also going to have Nest King, which isn't necessarily the most important time save, but it's useful, you know? You don't have to worry about running out of eggs. Oh, hold on. GDO can't use Nest King. GDO can't use Nest King because otherwise he'd be entering levels with lots of eggs. So, yeah, I sure hope he doesn't put in that cheat. Just saying. Goku, on the other hand, making his way up to the Golden Goliath Mumbo. I think. I don't remember. Is he in GGM? I thought he was in GGM for a while. I think he's in the GGM Mumbo, actually. Probably setting up for some train stuff. But yeah, Terry's Nest was the only good spot that people really found. I don't know what GoGo knows. All I know is that GoGo hasn't taken the time to DM me yet. So we can make some assumptions. He's already used Talon Trot. Okay, good boy GDO not typing in Nest King. Very aware. Because that could have just been bad news immediately. What is the hardest spot to optimize? What do you mean by that question? In what context? I think people have varying opinions on what the hardest level to speedrun is. HFP is probably up there. It's very Ring Rush, it's very possible that he doesn't know exactly what he's doing yet. Alright, so nice Dawn clip from GDO, and he's going to be making his way towards his first point. His first point towards the recreated images. Oh, camera! GDO, no! Not again! It's so... I feel like GDO very specifically put a lot of effort into making sure that that exact same thing wouldn't happen again. And what do you know? What do you know? And he's got 100 eggs because he just typed in the cheat, so he's got to poop them all out. All over again. For getting collectibles in a speedrun, I guess I still don't understand your question, Spirit Phase. Like, you know, every level has the same number of collectibles, save for moves, or maybe like extras, like JRL's got the doubloons and whatnot. HFP is generally regarded as one of the hardest, but it's also got a lot of fast jiggies. It's got 5 fast jiggies and 2 kind of slower jiggies, and then 3 pretty bad jiggies. Compared to something like CCL, CCL's got a lot of fast jiggies, but you know, there's a lot of different measures of best or hardest to optimize. All right, so we got the poop train starting straight into the hole, which those blue eggs are bouncing off the hole, which these are just things that science can't explain. Very true, Ring Rush. Two trains on the opposite sides of the universe of the meaning of the word train, but 2 trains nonetheless. You know, I should put a link to. I'll do that. The grab. This will be a link to the. I don't want to sign up for Imgur. Ew. I want to post my stuff for free. A link to the images so that you guys can be reminded of them. Okay, so exclamation point info should be updated if you guys want a reminder on what the images are. Uh-oh, I missed something. What did GoGo do? Rest in peace, GoGo. Did he die to coal? Man, I can't believe I missed that one. Alright, so this is going to be attempt number 2 at Old King Cole for young King Go-Go. Meanwhile, Gio's just going to be setting up his DCW. Looking at his categories, I mean, a DCW to Wooded Hollow for the Insane image is potential. It could happen. He doesn't really have anywhere else he really wants to DCW. So, I mean, I imagine it'll either be credits, maybe Terry if he wants early Clockworks, or it's going to be to Wooded Hollow for that juicy 4 points. Go-Go, on the other hand, defeating his first out of 4 bosses that we think he needs. So well done to him. I'll go ahead and I'll type it in. So this out of that, this out of that. And I know that this is the last possible challenge that could be on the list. And he's got 1. He's got 1. Oh, he's got Klungo 1. You're right. That's 2. That's 2. Look at him. Meanwhile, GDO's made no progress, I think. I don't know if he got the top of Temple Jiggy. He had to have by now, right? I didn't see. He might not even necessarily get the Rails Jinjo now, because the Rails Jinjo pairs up really nicely with Dilberta Jiggy for getting two Jiggies with the same clockwork. Go with a tiny bit of a bonk on Fire Eggs there. Timers 1 is actually pretty good, yes. It's nice too because all the other challenges are taking them into all the levels that they have access to timers that they might not have had access to in the actual Timers challenge. So that number 4 bosses. That is a lot of Jiggies, yes, but it's kind of the minimum number of bosses that would stay interesting, you know? Because if it's 3 bosses, what do? You do... I guess 3 bosses still could have happened, but... Oh, but how's he going to DCW Ring Rush? Gonna do the midair? Well, if he does it, then he's a legend. I don't disagree. GDO with the 5th try Fire Switch. Alright, Go-Go's gonna be making his way into Jade Snake Grove, potentially to grab some cheats. He walked right past the white Jinjo. That tells me he's not doing the Jinjo challenge, because you absolutely pick up that Jinjo first if you're doing the Jinjo challenge. Yes, Go-Go hasn't DM'd me which 5 out of the 10 sub-challenges he plans on doing. So we've inferred that he's probably doing the bosses one. But beyond that, we haven't really found the best idea. Look like... What is this about? He's trying to kill this Snapdragon, but for what reason? For the skill stop, because Go-Go's doing timers. Okay. There you. That was okay. That is a way to do it. So that'll be I think the first timer for GoGo, and I'm gonna guess it's here. 0 out of 12 timers, and in fact, it's 1 out of 12. I think he didn't. He didn't, but he was right there. You might as well. GoGo can't put in Jiggy Wiggy Special. Yeah. That's what makes this bottom challenge such a gamble, you know? You got to get the 14 Jiggies so you can do either Fack and Klungo or Klungo and Terry. Because Patch is off the table and Target Zan is off the table. Did he run out the timer on the shoes? I'm sure he did. Like, if he's doing the timers, he would have been smart enough to run that out. What's going on, Claire? Alright, GDO going for what I can only guess is his first highest object. I don't actually know because I wasn't paying good enough attention. But it's at least his one-th. His one-th highest object. Right. GoGo collecting Dilberta Jiggy here does lead me to believe that he is well aware of how many Jiggies he needs. GDO's getting airborne. That is going to be useful for Patch, maybe? Patch in the yellow Jinjas is maybe what he's going for here. You know, you'd think Lieutenant Boo, but you don't need airborne for any of the highest things. So, Queen Snoopy, the only reason I can't assume he's already gotten it is because it does pair up nicely with Dilberta Jiggy for pairs of Jiggies collected with Clockworks. So maybe he has. It's very possible that he has. But it would make sense if he hadn't yet. Right, because Top of Temple pairs well with the orange Jinjas. You're exactly right. Okay, so it looks like GDO's going for... Yeah, he's going for Pack Whack here. Otherwise, he would have blown up the gate. Now, GoGo picking up the Top of the Temple Jiggy, which... Maybe he's doing highest objects, maybe he's not. I think highest objects is probably one of the better challenges to pick here, because it synergizes with everything and it's pretty fast. So, but maybe GoGo's not doing high Jiggies. Maybe he's not, and he just needs the Jiggy for the bosses. But yeah, you know, I agree with you. I think it's a safe enough assumption that I'll mark it. 1 out of 8 highest objects collected. Pack Whack is needed for the snooze pack photo in CCL. The thing is, yeah, GoGo beak bombing flies here. Let me just tell you, not as cool as doing it even without flight. But it is still pretty cool. When it comes to the recreating images challenge, you only need 8 points. So you're going to be looking for your 8 fastest points. You really don't... You're not trying to maximize your points. And by now, the runners at least know how to do, or have seen how to do all of them. Maybe they've forgotten the that Pillars Jiggy image, but I wouldn't expect them to necessarily go for it anyways. Well, Claire, nobody picked it, so unfortunate. But GoGo is successfully getting the Bovina Jiggy with no egg aim. And he's going to walk right by the egg aim, even though lovely Mr. Jamjars is enticing him to his lovely abode. Fortunate on GDO screen that Jamjars can't even entice himself into his lovely abode. So I would guess GoGo's not going for the images. He's definitely not going for the eggs, right? What's left? The Jinjos? I don't think he's doing Jinjos either. Probably pairs of Jiggies with Clockworks and the fall damage one. I think the fall damage one is pretty good too. Alright, all the ice eggs gone for GDO. Gonna have to recollect some more. To freeze some enemies here in this level. Why is he wasting his eggs? That is a great question. So, exclamation point info in the chat to see the current category. If you look at challenge number C, challenge letter C, that is one of the sub-challenges that GDO is going for. It requires that you freeze an enemy in each level, but you cannot enter you can't enter a level with any eggs. So he's got to get rid of them all before he goes in, hunts down some egg nests, hunts down some sufficiently not cold enemies, and makes them cold. If GDO finishes C, can he enter levels with eggs? No. I only made exceptions for two particular challenges. GoGo says he's going for A, B, D, G, and J. So what is that? A, B, D, G, and J. Abd, good job. So that is 8 highest objects, good call. 12 timers. Well, he is going for the Jinjos. Okay. So I've not been paying attention to his Jinjos, but I don't think he even got the one in JSG, and you would have expected that one out of him. 0 out of 20 Jinjos. And then G, recreating the pictures. Yep. 0 out of 8 points of what did I name it? Recreated pictures? Recreated images. Alright, so I'm assuming, while I was busy doing that, GDO just got his highest object in JRL, that being the pipe honeycomb. You love to see it, Lieutenant Boo. You really love to see it, because we're going to get to see a good variety of things and see how certain challenges can interact. We've already seen that GDO was dissuaded from putting in Nest King. So, you know, when he goes for these double Jiggy grabs, he's going to have to hunt down those Clockworks and not miss. What's good is if these runners have been studying, they will have learned everything necessary to be able to succeed here. Thanks, Bex. I appreciate that. Nest King is the one that gives you infinite eggs and feathers. So, infinite is pretty far away from 0. So, like, I mean, you can't even ignore it. I don't think we should allow people to enter with infinite eggs. But anyways. Go-Go now in Witchy World. Unfortunately, this is not a boss that that Go-Go can do. But this is a timer. This will be timer number 3, I think, for Go-Go. GDO's making his way to Talon Torpedo. Talon Torpedo useful, of course, to get through Isle of Hags. Gonna give him on the way to Wasteland. And he should be thinking soon about where he wants to pick up his ice eggs and what kind of enemy he wants to freeze. Now, there's no limit on what kind of enemies can be frozen. Now, I've got a question for people in the chat. Which enemy is GDO going to freeze in HFP? That's kind of a hard one to think about. What enemy do you freeze in HFP? GDO looking for... Got his stack of ice eggs. You only need the 10. You only need 1. And of course, yeah. GDO picking up the honeycombs going to be useful. He needs 8 health BK. 8 health BK requires 9 honeycombs, I think. 9 honeycombs and yeah, 9's not even that many. Honestly, the Big Falls one is a pretty fast challenge compared to the others. 3 Jinjos for Go-Go. Okay, thank you for pointing that out for me. Because he just finished his yellow family, which means he is now allowed to start on another family. That's the frozen, whatever it's called, seaweed guy. I keep freaking looking at the wrong thing. Right Jiggy, there we go. 1 enemy frozen for GDO. And that's Dive of Death for Go-Go there. Yes, Snapdragon is a very viable choice. Full disclosure, like 5 minutes after the race started, I was going through it and I was like, what the heck do you freeze in HFP? Because like all the fire stuff dies immediately and all the ice stuff is immune. It's like, please let the Yeti be freezable. And then I was like, oh yeah, there's Minjos. They're fine. They'll be able to do a Minjo or a Snapdragon or whatever, regardless. Alright, so we got some surface fish from GDO. A lot of people hated this back in the day. And it's not easy, but it's a little annoying. Got a Go-Go about to run out the Cactus of Strength timer. Another fast one for him. And then there's a quick 4 timers, which is a third of the challenge, but it also then starts to beg the question, where the heck are, where are the rest of the fast timers? What else is he going to be doing here? Right, okay, I was wondering why the heck he was in here. GDO is spawning the Mary Maggie Jiggy to pair with the Pano Jiggy, which is an excellent choice. And it's also stuff he can do right now. Mini Foss, yeah, right? This is kind of like a bingo, right? It's 5 challenges. Although it's a little bit harder than a bingo because it's 5 challenges that they probably haven't done 100 times before, you know? They've only done them once before. Go-Go stream froze? Uh-oh. Let me go ask him real quick. Are you still racing? Did your stream die, or is your game crash? Hello?
Looks like BS crash. I'll restart it real quick.
Okay, but you're still going? You're fine?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, so the race goes on. We're unfortunately at risk of missing something. that Go-Go collects. But that's okay. That means we only have one racer to worry about. And we surely won't miss anything that GDO does, right? Yeah, right, Lieutenant Boo? Oh, I understand, Mini Foss. I thought you were talking about, like, speedrun bingo. But yeah, no, you're right. I get it. So GDO definitely not going to collect this Jiggy. Let me take a look to see if Go-Go's back on yet. Yeah, he's just out of there. He's got his one freeze. He has no reason to be in here until he gets Clockworks. There's not even an image to recreate in JRL. All right, and Go-Go's back. Welcome back. Just switch to him. There we go. And we're back. And we're back. So it looks like, is Go-Go going for the midair? Is it as Ring Rush had portended? Is that the word, portended? I think so. I don't know. What about, are they synced? Yeah, Go-Go's a bit ahead of GDO, so I'm just going to pause him real quick. Okay, now we're synced. Timers are synced. Okay. Anyways. GDO with a nice whack on the blue clone. And Go-Go is determined. This midair will save a lot of jiggies for him. Alright, take a look. Left side of your screen. Good luck. Well, that was... Okay, he stays up there, though. He can climb up the ladder and try again. Knowing Go-Go, I do think this is something Go-Go would have tried before. Ugh. Okay. No, Go-Go! Oh, trolled by the guy. Oh, that is so unfortunate. I was really impressed with his recovery, so I was just mean, TBH. Alright, GDO collecting Clockworks. Now has to think about where he wants to go next. Absolutely, Claire. What GDO doing? Wasting his Clockworks? This is a strategy. I don't remember who came up with it, but it's really good strategy. Really fast way to get rid of your Clockworks if they blow up in the air, so you don't have to worry about watching the timer expire or blow up or whatever. You say that, Claire, but you either gotta do this midair, which Go-Go's already missed twice, or you gotta get 14 jiggies. Rough, so rough. But yeah, like Ring Rush mentioned, yeah, that warp's gonna be helpful. It helps you reset faster. Alright, Springies acquired for GDO. Those are going to be useful for getting up to Quagmire later. I think GDO just didn't set up DCW. I mean... Or maybe he did. Maybe he's saving it for Wooded Hollow. I'm taking a look at GoGo's... That's not the worst way to fail it. GoGo is trying to get over to the button to set up DCW. Normally in speedruns, you'd watch people like take the goggles or be on the gondola and egg aim to hit the button so they can set up DCW. But GoGo doesn't have egg aim. And he can't do the casual strat because he doesn't have grip grab. So he can't like walk across the pipe. So he's trying to do a mid-air jump, which is a frame-perfect jump at a talent trot, like at the end of sliding off an edge. And it lets you jump in midair, essentially, as if you were standing on the ground. And it gets you the extra distance to get over there and be able to just, like, Z plus C up the switch. Yes, Claire, those are your only two options. GoGo went for it all, and it hasn't been working out for him. He says in the chat, I think this is over already. Not necessarily true. Not necessarily true. But it is a bit unfortunate. Yes, GoGo! Oh, that was... like, not even kind of close. That looks hard, man. But GoGo's kind of at a point now where he's got to get it. He's... Is he thinking about, like, do I keep going or do I just... Man... Alright, GDO is taking Springies up the mountain, and GoGo is becoming the van, which probably means he's going to be collecting 6 more Jiggies. GDO's found his ice eggs. He's collected some fire eggs that he didn't want, and he's only going to have to poop them out later. Maybe they'll be useful for the Terry fight. Alright, GDO learning Hatch. That can really only mean one thing, that he is doing a DCW to Wooded Hollow to redeem himself. Because I don't think Hatch is useful for anything else, is it? It's not. He's freezing the eel. Does it not freeze? It doesn't freeze! I didn't know that. I guess it kind of makes sense, but... Wow, interesting. I guess we all learned something. There's like 800 million more enemies to choose from. He'll be okay. There's no clause on like they necessarily have to be different enemies or anything like that, so... Yeah, the mini-Terry works. Which honestly should work even less, because it's just an ice cube floating in air. There's nothing holding that up. Unless like the mini-Terry is naturally buoyant, I don't know. I don't know how they work. Yeah, some of these challenges, you gotta, like, simplify them a little bit, because if it's 1/5 of what you're trying to think about, really shouldn't be that hard. But here we go, we got GoGo collecting the Inferno Jiggy. That is No, Dive of Death is the highest. I don't actually know which one's really higher, but Dive of Death is the one that I mandated that they collect, so. Alright, GDO, this Terry fight's an excellent opportunity to waste some eggs he doesn't need. He's going to try to use grenades to go fast, but then he can just poop out whatever eggs he doesn't want in between the phases. You know, I could have mini-foss. I don't know, with how much I learned about BizHawk and ScriptHawk lately, I realized how actually easy it is to use, so. I agree, Ring Rush. It's the extra jiggies and the extra puzzle. It's really not that big a deal. It'd have been legendary if you got the midair, but this is not bad. And GDO is pretty solidly ahead at this point, but I can't say that Go-Go's out of it, you know? And there's always the question of maybe Go-Go picked faster categories than GDO did. Who knows? Maybe GDO can't find something to freeze in HFP. Yep, yeah. It's all Go-Go can hope for at this point. I don't know. I think the Yeti probably does freeze. But I was just thinking about all the stuff, all the enemies in the game, and like all the hotheads and fire hands and stuff. Maybe those statues that shoot fireballs at you could freeze? I don't know. But then it got me thinking about what's on Icy side. You got like the icicles, which, I mean, can't freeze ice. Doesn't work that way. So, I thought maybe, since they're like the cold environment enemy, that maybe they don't freeze, but they probably do. They got hair just like the rest of us. Well, most of the rest of us. You know you are. Anyways. That was... Yes! That is an opportunity for GDO to collect 2 Jiggies with 1 Clockwork. He's got to find a Clockwork now. Because he didn't take one into the fight. He's already picked up that egg nest that was on the way up. I don't know where he's going to find his next egg nest. Hatch Cave? I guess that's what he's going for. It makes sense. Does this timer count for GDO? Absolutely it counts. Which, by the way, thanks for reminding me. That is timer number 5. Oh, and yep, GDO is... Or I thought GDO already learned Hatch. Did he not? I'm making that up. Oh, he's hatching. He's doing Terry's Kids! That is sick! He's gonna go for the 3-for-1. Or 3 for 2, I should say. Like, I mean, 3 for 2 for 1, right? 3 Jiggies for 2 points for 1 Clockwork. We didn't get to see anybody do this in the, Is that true? I think maybe Sunder did. I don't know. I might be making that up. Anyways. So what him getting hatched means that he potentially isn't going for the insane image. But I think it's relatively fast for like time investment to point ratio. I think it's probably a good one to go for. I don't know. Don't think you really want the snooze pack one. Probably don't want... Definitely don't want the sack pack one. But yeah, we'll see how this works out for GDO. And meanwhile, Gogo's on the other side, collecting another Jiggy, running out another timer. GDO going for the Clockwork Warp as Solo K. Do a quick turnaround. Shoot. Oh, that was his first Clockwork, so it unfortunately does not count. But it would have worked for sure. Ooh, that looked like it didn't work. Okay, it worked. Well done for GDO. Gonna go ahead, hatch this egg, and get the heck out of here with a Death Warp. He wants one more Clockwork. He wants one to actually collect the 3 Jiggies. What is the other one for? For Rock Nuts, maybe? Or I don't know. Speed Simpsons, thanks for the raid with a party of 23. Welcome, guys. So for those of you who've never been to Banjo Race, this is our community racing channel where we host all kinds of stuff on for the Banjo games. You know, Banjo games such as Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Ocarina of Time, you know, the classics. Right now we're doing something called the BTCS, which is the Banjo-Tooie Challenge Series. This is the grand finals match between GoGo and GDO. They've got a wacky category that they got to figure out on the spot, and first to finish will be the winner of the whole tournament. Yes, it absolutely did. I just didn't mark it because I'm not paying attention. Thank you, Minifoss. I'm too busy shilling for the channel. Alright, GDO is realizing that he needs to still taxi pack the other dino over. And here we see Gogo's doing his 14 Jiggy puzzle. It's not the worst thing. He's going to have to go fight Klungo 2 for sure. And then he's going to have his choice of either Terry or Fac. Terry's probably better, in all honesty. Fac kind of sucks. Real bad. Alright, we got the last dinosaur being hatched for Mr. GDO. He's a big one. Now, did GDO already? Yes, GDO did already get Taxi Pack. I remember seeing it. He's got his Pack Whack too, so he can make that jump. So reset of the puzzle for GoGo. He's done all the puzzle he needs to do. Now he's in go mode. Yes, you can. You can. One of the weird quirks is if you're underwater, you can still shoot eggs if you have sub-aqua, but not regular egg aim. You can't put your reticle away, though, which is a little awkward. Alright, GDO. Gotta take Kazooie back. He, like, went out of his way to escape the hole when he could have just jumped off the edge through the hole. But anyways, GoGo making his way towards Royston to pick up some double air. It's gonna get him around. This is gonna get him around JRL better, but I think this might be an indication that he wants to go for Fac. Maybe he's thinking, fuck it, I gotta risk it for the biscuit. That's 1, 2, and 3 Jiggies for GDO. That counts for 2 points towards his pairs of Jiggies. Well done for him. And watching that back, Sunderstorm absolutely did do the holy trifecta of Jiggies there. I don't know. We'll see. Once GoGo finishes these bosses, he's going to be zooming. And GDO has his second frozen enemy too, because he did the mini Terry here, and he did the seaweed. And he got his third highest object, being the Terry Jiggy, just then, so... He still hasn't been to Honeybee. And this is one of the levels that you can do a 7 fall damage in. Patch is impossible without MT moves. He's done Old King Cole in Klungo 1. That's a good challenge to watch, Claire. You'd think you could do Patch, but there's no way to spawn the flight pad because you have to hit one of his patches from the ground first. Alright, GoGo giving Ice Eggs a bit of a learn. I have not been paying attention to his Jinjos, so... Maybe he's been picking up Jinjos, maybe he hasn't. But I am not keeping track, like I should be. Alright, so this is access to HFP later, when he finally gets to put in his Jiggy Wiggy special cheat. Meanwhile, GDO, I think, is going to take advantage of the fact that he can, I guess, take silos. He's showing all those H-truthers that silos are the way. So what's the plan here for GDO? Get rid of all his eggs, right? Then, gotta kill the Ugger while you can, man. What's in Witchy World for him? Because he got the Dive of Death. He still needs to freeze something, that's right. Might as well do this now. He might, I think, you know what he's doing? I think he's gonna go for the Boggy image. Or the Groggy image, so... Let's pray for good RNG for GDO. Or if you're a GoGo fan, let's pray for some bad RNG. Where's the worst place? Inferno? Because GDO hasn't gone to Inferno yet, so... He would just have to do, like, shoot the clockwork in there and then touch the warp pad, which isn't so bad. Where will GDO do his big falls? Well, where do you think he'll do his big falls? I have a pretty good idea of where he can. In fact, I'm not 100% sure whether or not there are more than 3 levels in which you can take 7 points of fall damage. There's definitely 3. And we're talking about jumping from the ground. Like, any level with a flight pad and a high enough ceiling, you can probably take a lot of damage. Oh my god, GDO. Oh, I'm sad that doesn't work. When have you ever seen anybody do that? That was so cool. Alright, yeah, this is going to be a yellow Jinjo pickup for GDO. I think this is number 2 for him. Yeah, and his last yellow Jinjo is the Rails Jinjo, which he's going to pair with Dilberta Jiggy. Now, the thing about that pairing is you have to make like a non-trivial jump. And so if GDO misses that jump, it's going to suck for him. GoGo, on the other hand, now unlocking Underwater Egg Game, telling me that he definitely wants to do Fac. He's got his double air, he's got his grenades, he's got his Underwater Egg Game. Still a risk. Alright, GDO feed the burger. Gonna be taking Mr. Groggert to Area 51. GDO was the only person to figure out this image from the original challenge. And it turns out it wasn't too bad. You just had to do a little exploring, you know? Very nice dodge. Gotta dodge the pizza so that Groggert doesn't get a little tempted. And no, Groggy, you are not going back to your mother. Gonna force you to get down yourself. Oh, well. Gonna get on top of here. Just spawn the text and then do a quick C-up. Look at Area 51. There it is. That's 3 points. Well done, GDO. That's fast 3 points, too. That one was a hard because it was hard to figure out. Or, like, kind of hard to think about what it could be. Not because it took long. So that was an excellent choice from GDO. Meanwhile... Oh, Gogo's the sub. What am I thinking? He needs to learn sub-aqua to even enter the fight. But yeah, Gogo says, bye. Kicks him out and walks away. Just like my... Anyways. Gogo making his way towards... What's it called? Locker Cavern Chamber? What's this area of the map called? Sea Bottom. Okay, well... It was a pretty quick locker for Gogo. And meanwhile, GDO got his freeze on... I didn't see what he got it, but I heard it. He got his freeze on something. That is the 3rd out of 8 enemies frozen. So taking a look, like... I kind of expected this to be on the longer side, but GDO is making some pretty good progress. Got more egg pooping to do. But he's been pretty good about managing his eggs here. He's getting like 1 or 2 extras just in case, but he's not having a hard time dumping his eggs before he goes places. Yes, absolutely that would have counted. GDO's going to be getting his 8 health now. 8 health necessary, of course, to survive 7 health of fall damage. And I guess I didn't see... Does anybody have any... guesses as to where GDO's going to find those 7 points of fall damage? You know, I couldn't tell you, Ringrush. The machinations of his mind are... mystery to me. You know what GDO thinks about all day? He just thinks about the last meme he retweeted. Or like a meme he retweeted 5 years ago. Those are the 2 things he thinks about. He just thinks, and then he laughs to himself while he's at work or doing whatever he's doing. This is a good life, I gotta say. Because he's got some pretty good retweets. By the way, follow GDO on Twitter if you don't already. Anyways, entering the level with 0 eggs. Needs to find a clockwork and one of the orange Jinjos. Did he get the one at the top of Kickball yet? Nice, nice ledge that you can stand on, I guess. TDL is a good place for damage, yes. Is it 7 points of damage worthy? Maybe. GI is definitely. GI, we found out from the challenge, is the best place to get 8 health of damage. CCL and HFP are definitely iffies. Now, CCL is not an iffy. 7 is very easy in CCL. Just top of Central Cavern, drop down, you get 7. Cole showed me a way that you can get 8 from the top of Central Cavern, but for whatever reason, I just wasn't smart enough to do it, because it just wasn't working for me. But he did show me. 8 is possible. Seven is free in CCL. In HFP, I think a lot of people had trouble getting 7. Oh, Go-Go's running out the talent torpedo timer. That is another timer. That is timer number 7 for Go-Go. Also, boss number 3. I should have been paying attention. Ooh, GDO's just going for this. He didn't even scat it out. Also, he's doing it in this direction, which is a little scary. I'm sure he'll be fine here. Oh yeah, he's fine. GDO, no! Yeah, it's fucked. Oh, maybe, no. No. Doing it in this order was a little sketchy, and he got punished for it. So that pair of Jiggies, unfortunately, will not count for GDO, and there's nothing he can do about it. He's gonna have to find 3 other ones. But he's gonna get his 4th highest object here, or not. Unless you want to pair that with another Jiggy. Is there another Jiggy to pair it with? I don't think so. Okay, yeah, so this is a good plan. The small waterfall and crushing shed Jiggies are 2 very easy Jiggies to get, and the timing is not tight whatsoever. There's no tough movement with the clockworks. Alright, Go-Go actually in the lead. He is the first to finish one of his 5 goals. I don't think Go-Go's that far behind, realistically. Like, it kind of sucks. He's going to have to go back to MT. He's going to learn a bunch of moves. He's going to put in a bunch of cheats. But then he's going to have Super Banjo. And he's got one whole less thing to think about. One fewer thing to think about than GDO. And GDO missing that double Jiggy does open the door up for Go-Go to make a little bit of a comeback. Plus, we also can't necessarily trust my trackers because it still says 3 out of 20 Jinjos, and I for some reason just do not believe that. I had to have missed some Jinjos. GDO enlisting the help of Mumbo. Gonna raise the boulder and collect 2 out of the 3 pieces, hopefully. Maybe you can get the small waterfall and all 3 Jiggy shards, but it's way safer to collect 2 now, so you only need to get the one with the clockwork. Alright, Go-Go, free to learn egg game, finally. The beast is released. Now would be a good time to invest in some white and orange Jinjos. Lieutenant Boo, that is an interesting way of putting it. Thanks for the stat there. That's pretty interesting. So, anybody in chat have any idea how to spell this chant that Mumbo's going for right now? Alright, that is, I think, Ginger number 4 for Go-Go. I think. Nice number of Jinjos there. It is explicitly written around his pad, yes. Ekum bokum, de huggle and legwe hugtazda. I was not close. The first part was good though. Alright, Go-Go. Go-Go now going to be entering the Jiggy Wiggy special cheat for the first time, an hour and 13 minutes in. But he does get a little bonus. Little bonus called Super Banjo. And he's going to be zooming. And he's going to be... You're going to get to see side-by-side footage of one person with Super Banjo and one without. Claire, I don't hate it. It's scary. I'm very impressed with GoGo for opting to go for it. You know, obviously he lost a lot of time because of the risk he took. But it's still decent. True, Snopey, true. Taking a look at the right side of your screen, GoGo or GDO, frickin' the G's, man. GDO is going to be getting a double jiggy, hopefully, as long as he does not fall in the water. Where are we going? What is this, GDO? How do you miss this one? Okay. Ah! Okay, he's got it. Why didn't he just go the other way? Oh, that was so stressful and it didn't need to be. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is pair number 3 out of 5 for GDO. And I'm being... Sources tell me. Another Jinjo for GoGo. 2 more Jinjos. Did he do both oranges? So he's got all the oranges, whites, and yellows done. Ooh. Don't flip the camera! GoGo pulling a GDO. You can't do anything about it. Just leave. Or Death Warp. Death Warp works too. Man, you really got to be careful with your camera there. I didn't expect that image to be such a killer, but it has been. GDO setting up for... No, he's just dying. He's just getting out of here. Was this the plan all along, to warp back to Dilberta, or did he want to leave the level? Oh yeah, he did this on purpose because he still needs his Jinjo, because it's one of his high objects. All right, that is number 4 out of 8 for GDO. He's still looking for the Smokestack Honeycomb. He's still looking for the Dragon Brothers Jiggy. Still looking for the Zubba's minigame Jiggy, and still looking for Top of Temple, I think. Because his plan is to pair that with the orange Jinjos, and he still hasn't done that yet. He's gonna work towards it right now. Meanwhile, GoGo is in Target Zan's temple. What is the goal here? Timers, the gold eggs, and timers on Target Zan. I like this play. And he might consider going for the black Jinjo here. He's got 2 timers here and a black Jinjo if he wants to go for those. Oh, GDO. Thank you. Thank you. I really did not want him to miss again. He's going to walk in here. Oh, did he? Okay, thank you for pointing that out. I was not paying attention to freezing stuff. So that's 5 out of 8 frozen. Got his extra clockwork. Hopefully, he's going to shoot it up towards the Jiggy this time. And GoGo looks like is he looking for a Death Warp soon? Or he wants a Death Warp out of Target Zan. Yeah, GoGo got the flipped camera. All right, so that was a black Jinjo. Black Jinjo for GoGo. So he's going to be committed to the black Jinjos for a little while. Meanwhile, GDO with an orange Jinjo being 1/2 of his 4th pair of Jiggies. He only needs 1 more. Oh, and he's got Top of Temple Jiggy, so... You're not going to get 7 damage like this, dude. Like, good luck. Yeah, see, and that was only 3 anyways. So that is highest object number 5 for GDO. All right, that is one timer ran out. 2 timers ran out right next to each other for GoGo. Well done. Doesn't even need the jiggy. GDO going to be making his way to CCL. What is CCL good for? Pooping eggs off the side here, yes. Well done. CCL's good for... It's got a highest object. He's got to freeze an enemy here. He's going to take one of his big falls here, I hope. Because it's one of the easiest big falls he could be taking. He's got one image he could try to recreate, but he doesn't have Snooze Pack yet. And I think GDO might have it in his mind that he wants to do a 3, a 1, and a 4 in honor of Pi Day, which took place, like, basically as far away in the year as it possibly could be. Alright. GoGo hopefully not going to fuck up his camera again. It's stuck by Mumbo. I think GoGo's screwed. I think this is over for GoGo. And I don't think GoGo realizes this is over for GoGo, but it's over for GoGo. You just pulled the other GDO. It's not going to happen. Just get out of there. Oh, wait, no, just kidding. I am so wrong. Well done. Crouch, yeah, that counts. That is it. Holy. Okay. Sure. 1 point. Alright, GDO making his way into Cheese Wedge, because he knows there's some good egg spawns here. Nothing else good for him. Yeah, you know what, Footy? I never thought of that. But you're right. The dedication this man has to his races. Admirable. Alright, so that was not even close. I spent a long time looking for 8 in CCL, and I think I found it, but it's just really hard to do. I never actually did it, but I'm pretty sure where I was going for was possible. But yeah, just do Central Cavern, man. It's easy. Thank you, chat, for paying attention when I don't. Alright, what's GoGo got here in TDL? What are his options? He's got to do Terry. GoGo's going to end up doing all the frickin' bosses by the end of this run. He's getting Springies to make his way up to Terry. Are there any black Jinjos? Yeah, there's the T-Rex Jinjo here for GoGo. Looks like GDO got a 6 damage fall. Yeah, mini Fossa fall is absolutely possible there. Yeah, he froze the Candy Cane Fuckhead or whatever his name is, something like that. And he hasn't done HFP or GI yet. So yeah, we're on... I think we're all caught up. We're completely caught up on GDO. And GoGo, I think we're pretty good on GoGo too. We might be like plus minus a timer or highest object or something. But yeah, I mean, GoGo is going fast. Looking back, sure, GoGo lost however much time going for the midair. But if he just never went for the midair, would this simply choosing the bosses challenge, would that have been the right choice? Oh, this Clockwork Warp is so far away. And it wouldn't have worked anyways, it was his first Clockwork, so. Gonna run out the Clockwork timer. Of course. Why are you flapping, buddy? Alright, back to the falling board. GDO just needs to pick the lowest spot in Central Cavern and aim for it and jump there. Oh, Go-Go, that is unfortunate. If that is not the best advertisement for doing the PAL strat there, I don't know what is. Was that it? Is that a 7 damage fall? Did he do it? Or no? He hasn't even been back to the top, has he? Alright. Well done for Go-Go. Good Terry Warp. I didn't see if Go-Go actually managed to do his fall properly, but maybe not. Taking that 1 damage there sucks, because he needs to find 1 more health. And it's not obvious where he can get it. Oh, and he takes another damage! Well, actually, it is kind of obvious. Well, that's only going to give him 2 honeycombs, so he's in exactly the same predicament as he was before all of this. And I never said honey back is allowed, so that's a little unfortunate. Maybe I should have. At what point is it time to just die and cut your losses? 20% what? Oh yeah, that was the clockwork timer. Oh, I didn't know it was different per level. That's interesting. I gotta say, Go-Go is not out of it. I think GDO is still pretty clearly ahead, but Go-Go is not out of it. Okay, flap. Watch out. Be safe. Well done. To the flight pad. I had no idea, Ring Rush. That is so interesting. I don't think it's 100%. I think I've killed enemies in MT before. Without getting a health drop. That is so weird. Oh, go GDO. This is up. It's just menacing. What? That is the absolute worst place you could have landed, GDO. Come on. Yes! See? 6 + 1 = 7, GDO. This is just giving Go-Go the opportunity. Okay, Ring Rush, that makes sense. That is really, really interesting fun fact there. Thanks for that. I want GDO to stand up there and take a second, go into C up, pick a spot on the ground, and aim for it. Beak busting. Oh, actually, I think GDO didn't do this challenge, which might be why he's struggling so much. Beak busting does not make you take more damage. All that matters is your like initial jump height, where you jump from. That is Jinjo number 9, I think, for Go-Go. That's not gonna do. It's in the same spot! Every time! He doesn't learn! Why is he so... I think maybe he thinks he's worried about falling too much and dying? Maybe that's what he's worried about? Alright, he's in here. Illegal Jinjo? Illegal Jinjo? Reset? That sucks. I can't count the picture because he got the Jinjo and he's supposed to reset. That is really unfortunate, actually. Yeah. I feel kind of bad. Because with GDO having so much trouble with this fall, I really felt like GoGo... Okay, GDO's aiming for a different spot. This should work. Yeah, well done. That counts. With GDO having such trouble with this, I really felt like GoGo was back in it, and that's pretty demoralizing. No, Claire. He doesn't actually have to. Because that picture is like from all the way on the right side of the cage and in C up. So you don't need the Jinjo. You can just walk next to it. Walk by it. GDO says, my controller almost went through my TV. That is... Oh, you're right. Clifftop Jinjo is number 10. And Pipe Honeycomb is a highest object, which I guess I haven't been paying too close attention to what... Did GoGo do Terry? I think he's done Terry. Right? Wrong? Yes? No? I don't remember. You did do Terry Warp. Yeah, that's my train of thought as well. Man, sometimes I forget how fast GoGo is. Alright, so Zubba's minigame is on the menu for GDO. This will be his 6th highest object. And that's another Jinjo for GoGo. Look at me. I got that one without chat's help. You know what, Mini Foss? It's okay. You've been so helpful for every single other one. Ooh, okay, yeah, that works. Avoid the Jinjo. Don't walk into it. Hug the right wall. There you go. Alright, so that is... I think that's a 2-point picture. Let me go refresh myself. Yeah, that's a 2-point picture, so GoGo has a total of 3 points. Well done. Now that is the 6th highest Jiggy for GDO as well. I maintain that this is still a close race. I mean, GDO's got 2 more levels, really. GDO's got to do GI stuff, do HFP stuff, and then he's kind of done. GoGo still has a lot of freaking Jinjos to collect. Electric Fortune, I think that's what he's going to end up doing. If not for anything else besides to redeem himself from when we originally did the picture challenge. Because he has not DCW'd. I don't remember if he set up DCW, but he is not actually DCW'd. Gio going for a clockwork refill here. He's going to have to get rid of these. What does he want them for? Surely, I hope it's not to enter a level. Oh, you know what? It's probably for this, the train track picture that's coming up here. That is another Jinjo for Gogith, number 12, and he's got 3 more blacks to collect before he can work on another family. Now, I'm a little worried for GDO, because I don't know if 7 damage in HFP is possible. It might be, but I'm not 100% sure. I know that 7 damage is possible in another level, but I don't think that level is HFP. You gotta aim left, I think. I don't remember how to do this, but it's kind of tight. Like, it's doable, but it's a little tight. And now I'm looking back, yeah, this good idea for getting 10 clockworks here, GDO. Eventually it'll work. I see what he's doing. He's aiming for that back corner there, which is like the closest part. So what's the plan here? I guess you do GI stuff while you're here. He's got to hit the train yeah, you just hit the train switch and leave. Has GDO done coal? GDO's got to do coal. I don't think he even did. Okay. This is an opportunity for GoGo. Did GoGo mean to leave here? Maybe he accidentally super banjoed into the bubble. No, he's out. Maybe what GoGo's thinking is that he wants to finish off the Black family and then come back and do some more Jinjos in CCL. Maybe that's the idea. Picture with Shack Pack. Which picture has Shack Pack? None of the pictures have Shack Pack. Or do you mean Snooze Pack is what you're talking about? You know what's even sillier, Claire? The sound of Super Banjo Springies. Boing, 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 boing. That's a frozen enemy for GoGo. Too bad he's not doing that challenge. And he never would have been able to get that frozen enemy anyways, because there's no ice eggs to find on the outside of the level. Alright, GDO making his way back into Witchy World. Looking like this is going to be a DCW attempt, question mark? What is the idea here? Get some grenades. See, that's what you need for DCW. GoGo collecting a bunch of notes. He needs for Snooze Pack. He's got plenty if he wants Snooze Pack. GDO needs Glide before he can go for the Wooded Hollow stuff. And based on all these notes that GoGo's getting, I think he might be going for Glide too. Oh, nice save from GDO. Oh, trying to take 7 points of damage. Not even close. Not even close. This, I think, super opens the door for GoGo. Because GDO, I think, is a little bit panicking that he can't find these 7 damage falls. GDO trying to make it as laggy for himself. Gotta get that tight grip on the controller to make sure it doesn't leave the hand and end up in the plasma. He needs to take 7 damage from falls in 3 different levels. He's already done CCL. It's pretty well known that in GI you can survive 7 points of damage. The last one's kind of iffy. That is a highest object for GoGo. I'm not sure that I'm accurate on this, but this seems good. He's also gotten another black Jinjo, I know, so he's here. Once he's done with the black family, he'll be at 15 Jinjos. I just gotta remember that. And what sucks for GDO is he never did that challenge. So he's going through a lot of the learning that a lot of other runners already did. And yes, he did do Jinjo tracks, which means yes. Or no, he didn't do Jinjo tracks. He went for it. Or no. Hold on. Take a step back. Did he get tracks Jinjo yet? GDO did. I don't know if GoGo did. I would imagine he did. Yes, because it's orange. So he's done MT, GGM, Witchy World, JRL, TDL, and we just saw him do GI. He still hasn't done Zubas and he hasn't done Dragon Brothers. So yeah, he's at 6. Good mathing it out. As for timers, I have no idea where GoGo is on timers. He's got at least 10. That's an idea. Yes, this... We saw GDO set this up earlier. This is his last pair of Jiggies. Right, yes, Ring Rush, you're right. The minigame itself is a timer, and then the statue to free yourself is a timer. Well, there goes GoGo again. Alright, that is GDO's first fully completed challenge. 5 pairs of Jiggies collected with the same clockwork. Well done. Dude, this challenge is still live. This challenge is on. Anybody can win it at this point. Oh, GoGo is getting slapped around. Yeah, I think so too, Snopey. Alright, GDO making his way to the Mumbo and GGM. This'll be the train for him. It's funny, this is actually his third trip to GGM, at least, but his second trip to the GGM Mumbo, because he did Crushing Shed earlier as one of his Jiggy pairs. Just hadn't thought far enough ahead that he'd have to get the train too to get into GI. GoGo's going to be the first one to have Dragon Brothers done. This is close. GoGo thought he was out of it, but he is most definitely not out of it by this point. And I think I'd still give the edge to GDO. He just needs to be able to find me 7 damage falls. Yeah, like GoGo almost just ran off the edge right there. That is the first of the Dragon Brothers for GoGo. True. Yeah, there you go. Six out of 4 bosses defeated. What an overachiever. No, Minifoss, that is not freezing the boss. That is damaging the boss. Freezing is when the enemy stops moving and then the, like, ice graphic appears around them. Oh my god, Shack Pack skip with Super Banjo. Good luck, GoGo. Oh, that's really harsh, too, because he needs this Black Jinjo. He has no way around it. Ooh, this is bad. Good luck. He's like tiptoeing with Super Banjo. It worked. It worked. Yeah, Go-Go with 640 notes tells me that he wants Glide either for water storage or he's also going to be doing a DCW to Wooded Hollow. Who knows? GDO on his way to fight Cole. This will be his second boss. That is Ginger number 14 for Mr. Go-Go. Why do you think that, Ring Rush? What should he do instead? Yeah, the Witchy World one I think is definitely worth going for. Go-Go doesn't have Taxi Pack, I don't think. So maybe he's thinking, oh, I don't want to go for it. And the CCL one you need Snooze Pack for. But the Witchy World one is just fast, you know? Alright, that's the last Black Jinjo for Go-Go. That is Jiggy number Jiggy number 19 for Go-Go, interestingly enough. And Go-Go is free to pick whatever family he wants to go for now. If I were him, I would go for either the blues or the purples, I think. The idea being is that blues and purples are highly concentrated in the later levels, which are the levels he wants to go back to anyways. And since they are such a large family, you can pick out the fastest 5 out of 7 blue Jinjos, you know, or fastest 5 out of 8 purple Jinjos, rather than being stuck with some shitty red Jinjos or like even the browns. Like being stuck with every single brown, no matter how out of the way it is. Go-Go doesn't even need Ice Wall. What is he doing? He's just showing off. He's like practicing his no DCW strats while he's waiting. Oh, he's got a strategy. He's got a second Ice Ball strategy. I mean, well done. Well done. GDO just froze something. I don't know what it was, but I heard it. I think... No, wait. Maybe... Did Go-Go not learn Grip Grab at all? Interesting. Did he? I don't know. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. This will be Clock Clambers for GDO. This is going to be how the heck he gets up to the roof. He's going to do a quick floor 4 early. He has to survive 7 points of health, or 7 points of damage, which that was 6. So that was rather unfortunate. But at least he knows, I think he knows that it's possible. If you go to the very top of the elevator shaft, you take 8. And there's actually like a pretty large gap where you take 8. Like 7 and 9 are really far away. And yes, you're right, Minifoss. That is boss number 7 for Mr. Go-Go. All right. GDO traditionally has been pretty okay at floor 4 early. I wouldn't say he's one of the ones that's, you know, had a hard time with it. Everybody, like, will take some time on it sometimes, but I don't expect GDO to get hard-walled by it. He's getting some really close pauses. Yeah, that's fantastic. I feel like even though it took him like 7 tries or whatever, every single one of his tries was like 1 frame off. So that's a sign of someone who's got a pretty good handle on that trick. Well, Mini Foss, to be absolutely honest, nice glide jump, by the way. Holy shit, he made it like straight into the loading zone. The rule is you needed to do those bosses without learning any MT moves. And GoGo learned all the MT moves. GoGo wanted to die there. GoGo learned all the MT moves immediately after his 4th boss, so it didn't matter anyways. He's technically only done 4 bosses under the proper rules. I don't know why exactly it happens. I think it has something to do with slope timers or so. I have no idea what it is, but that happens all the time on the pipe on like floor 1 of GI, but the higher part of floor 1 of GI, you know, that pipe that you stand on normally to get whatever it's called, the Tin Tops Jiggy. What was that pause? That pause was GDO asking me a question. He says, does the shaft rope count as ground or no? Oops. That's what he said. Word for word. Letter for letter. Capital for capital. And I said, yeah. I said, yeah, it counts. Because the original point of the rule was so that you wouldn't just take a flight pad to the highest part of whatever and then beak bust. So yeah, I'd say he's taking it from like a stable position, you know? Taking the fall from a stable position. Yeah, it's the ground, basically. And I guess, like, even if I said it didn't, he can still just jump from floor 4. I think floor 4 is 7 damage. And if it's 8 damage, then you just jump from floor 4 and then do a little flap. Did GoGo get a green? The greens are not terrible. There's 3 greens in this level. There's a green in Witchy World and a green in GGM. It's not terrible, but it's taking him to levels he doesn't need to go to. So yeah, that's green number 2. He's going to finish off on the greens. I did explicitly say that you don't need to complete whatever family it is when you get your 20th Jinjo. Like, if you have 5 Jinjos left and you start collecting purples, once you hit your 5th purple for a total of 20 Jinjos, you're done on Jinjos. You don't need it anymore. I don't think... Because I think I made it pretty clear that you didn't need to do that. So I don't think that's what it was. That was pretty sick from GDO. Thinking I'd land on the honeycomb even if the Dragunda got me, I'd still be fine. Going for his highest honeycomb here. And, you know, this is the perfect... Well, this is where you want to take 8 damage from. That'll kill him for now. He still needs to find 7 damage somewhere. But that is highest object number 7 for GDO. Did he get his 7 damage fall? I didn't notice. Okay, yeah, cool. Cool. Thanks for reminding me. Or I guess pointing it out to me. I didn't notice. I apologize. Looks like GoGo's going for his 1 picture point, getting the clockwork on the train tracks here. Well, GDO is emptying his bowels. I don't know, Ring Rush. It's a good question. Definitely doesn't make this one easier. Man, that is like 12, 13 clockworks. We've seen both our runners burn on this. Well, GoGo's got 3 more tries. I think what GoGo's doing is the way that I did it. The way I found to do it. And that's to bank off the left wall and then drift onto the track. Oh my god, that beak barge went so far. He needs to stand closer, though. Oh, yeah, see, if he just aimed a little more left, that was perfect. Well done. Okay. Yep, good enough for me. Good enough for me. That is point number 4 for GoGo. Meanwhile, GDO is an HFP, hopefully going to be looking for a 7 damage fall here. I don't actually know if it exists. I know that there's a 7 damage fall in TDL. He ran out of eggs. GDO was, instead of aiming for the left wall, he was aiming for, like, the corner. He wanted to go over the bridge and land and hit that corner. And I think it's just too far away. Alright. Chili Billy fight on the way for GDO. GoGo is... I don't know what the heck GoGo's doing. Oh, he's got clock clammers. This is the way he's getting to the roof. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. And he's just going to jump around the left. Although, didn't he already get this Jinjo? I don't know what the plan is. Oh, is he going to... I think he's going to take Mumbo so that he can do the image with Mumbo at the top of floor 1. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. Nope, that's not what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. Well, yeah, I mean, he's already got his honeycomb here. He doesn't have any... He wants leg spring. Okay, what is leg spring for? Leg spring is necessary for the water storage picture, which I think he also got glide, right? Alright, that's one Dragon Brother down for GDO. Solo Kazooie, Speed Shoes, Super Banjo. 0 to 60 in microseconds. He might not be missing. It would have been here, yeah, but I don't know if he's done it yet. The fact that he has 4 ice eggs, I think he started shooting ice eggs. No, he shot ice eggs at Billy, yeah. Yeah, he still hasn't done his frozen enemy here. Maybe he's giving it a think. What the heck is the frozen enemy? Yeah, that wasn't going to happen in a million years. It's a 5 damage fall. GDO might be thinking, that's close. Absolutely, Snopey. That's the first place I would have gone. That is Green Jinjo number 4 for GoGo. He only needs 1 more Jinjo. Guys, this is close. Because Zubaz finishes his top 2 goals. Zubaz finishes his top 2 goals. He needs 1 more Jinjo, which is in Witchy World, I think. And then he needs to find 4 more points worth the images, but so does GDO. So, man, this could go either way, guys. And Go-Go really has gotten so much mileage out of this Super Banjo. Nice, he's gonna do the low percent strat. Gonna show everyone how it works. Well, that was your one clockwork, buddy. F's in the chat. Yeah, man, I don't know if there's a 7 damage fall in HFP. Which I guess is a little mean on my part for suggesting 3 big falls when there's only 3 I know about in the game. But I don't know. You should have known better, I guess. I think it'll be a little frustrating and unfortunate for GDO if he does lose because he can't find this last big fall. Because this is his last highest object. And freezing an enemy around here is easy. He's just got to find one. But it's that big fall that is really going to get him. That is going to make or break. That is going to determine the ultimate champion of the Banjo-Tooie Challenge Series Season 2. Is whether or not GDO can find that last big fall. This will be the last Jinjo for Go-Go, provided he makes this shot. Oh, he's zooming in! He's still a little far to the right. Look at that. Beautiful crack. Alright, that is Jinjo number 20 for Go-Go. 2020. Just like these runners, hindsight will be when looking back and seeing which goals they picked. I don't think they necessarily picked. I made all the goals to be like, I guess the answer is that you can freeze a Yeti. But anyways, I made all the goals to like be relatively balanced, right? Like, I don't know what I would have picked. I don't know if I would have picked better or worse than these guys. Oh, and he's done Chili Willy, right? So GDO rather is done here. He needs the fall and the pictures. That's it. And GDO is done. Go-Go is probably DCW into Wooded Hollow. Did he get hatched? Yes. No. I don't know. Either yes or no. Dude, what cosmic justice would it be if Go-Go didn't learn hatch? Okay, he's getting the hatch now. Okay. I was going to say, if he frickin' DCWs to Wooded Hollow without hatch and he gets to the top of the temple just like GDO did, oh my god. That's glide for GDO. He just needs to go learn it now. Yes. Yes, it is 4 points. So it'll be the it'll be recreated images done for Go-Go. But it's kind of hard to do, let me tell you. I've never done it, so I'm not speaking from first-hand experience whatsoever. Just from what I've seen, it looks hard, which means basically nothing, but just trust me, bro. Pretty good-looking glide jump. Oh, that was actually really not good. It looked good to me. That wing, look how fast, man. The wing wax, dude. He can't even learn hatch. He's moving too fast. Alright, well done. That's glide for GDO. So what's the plan, Stan? I don't think he wants to find 7 damage here. I think he's gonna look for it in TDO, which is the correct play. I think he's gonna go for the Wooded Hollow DCW first. Go on his way to Zubba's. We're gonna get to see Super Bijo. Super Bijo flying around the hive. It might make hitting the statue a little harder. Maybe the thought is, let me get my fall first. He wants to get his 1 point. He wants to get his 1 point from the train here. Because then the 4 from Wooded Hollow will be the last bit that he needs. Why is he doing this? He doesn't need to be doing this. He didn't let the timer run out, so it doesn't count. Oh, yeah, maybe he's not thinking of both of them. You're right. I think that's what it is. Man, GoGo had it in his head. He's like, man, I need 2 timers. Zubba's and Pot of Gold. That he totally missed over the 2 fast timers. Entering Zubba's and entering Pot of Gold. It's not going to work, GDO. Oh, that almost worked, so I'm going to eat my words. You really want to be aiming for that left wall and banking right. I stood all the way on the corner, just all the way. See, these shots never really work. GDO's not trying to bank off the wall. He's trying to land directly on the tracks. And it's just a pipe dream. Yeah, that just doesn't work, GDO. Guess the goal is let's go back to TDL. But I guess that's timer number 11 for GoGo. And there's a chance that I overcounted timers for some reason. That's possible. Oh, yeah, he might have undercounted himself. Yeah, that's also possible. Yeah. I mean, that can be explained away by just he didn't know it was a timer and he wasn't paying enough attention to it. I don't know what GDO's in here for, what his idea is. He's got 2 more goals. Big Falls, which he can literally make 0 progress in here over. And recreated images, which... Oh, I guess... Okay, okay. Makes sense. He's getting leg spring. I respect it. GoGo desperately making sure he doesn't run out of time there. So he can make it into the Zubba's Hive minigame. Well, timer's not gone because he didn't run it to 0. Nice, nice glide. All right, GDO save quit. Yeah, he needs to complete Zubba's minigame, so. This is kind of wild with Super Banjo. You go so fast past what you're aiming at that it's hard to aim. But as the Zubba's minigame world record holder, I just gotta say, I don't think this is failable. Yeah, Gogo's got it. He got that good cluster of blues and greens in the center there. Yeah, this is the highest item in CCL. Alright, so that is highest objects done for Gogo. And timers done for Gogo. Gogo has one last thing to do. And that is to conquer hatching on top of Jiggy-Wiggy's temple. GDO, on the other hand, needs to find this last big fall. And I don't... What's JRL for? For Wing Whack. Okay, I see. Got one last grenade. Maybe to kill himself here? I don't know if it's faster to die or to just... Well, I mean, one grenade's not going to kill him anyways, so... Alright. GoGo has set his DCW. So if you press !info, take a look at that second link. Those are the images that they had to recreate for the 7th challenge. For this challenge, they need to get 8 points worth of recreated images. You know, obviously, having knowledge of what the images were before. Top row is 1. Top row pictures, there's 3 of them, are 1 point each. Second row are 2 points each, then 3 points in the bottom row. Each image is worth 4 points. This hatching on top of Jiggy-Wiggy's temple is what GoGo's going for right now for his final 4 points. And I think GDO's setting up for it too. Now, we saw GDO, when we did that challenge originally, we saw him eventually get up to the top of Jiggy-Wiggy's temple. He did all the movement. He just didn't have Hatch. This time, he made sure to get Hatch. And oh my god, look at how fast GoGo's going. Oh my god. Is Wing Whack faster than Speed Shoes? I think it is. I don't know. Don't listen to me. I'm going based on no information whatsoever. Pure speculation. True, Minifoss. Alright. First thing GoGo needs to do, get on top of the egg. Got Glide. Now he wants to slope abuse around the edge here. This is so awkward. Well, I don't know if Super Banjo is a help or a hindrance. GoGo really needs to not fucking die, though, because if he dies, it's over. He can't do this anymore. Oh, he's shooting it. He is not dying today. This is tense. Because now I'm, like, actually really scared of this Grunny-Dactyl. Which literally flew right there. It could be anywhere. Oh. GDO hit a warp pad. Did he use the warp pad? Because that resets your DCW location. He has to go back and talk to Obelisk and MT again. I don't know, man. Can GoGo do this before GDO can do it? and go find another 7 damage fall. I think he can, but will he die? He's getting around the corner. He's falling. Not on the Grunty Dactyl, though. It was a good save. Okay, yeah, this is good. He's making it around. Okay, very nice. This is a great spot. No need for leg spring. This should be it. This is home free, I think. Just go. Just glide. Just glide. Perfect. And time. And time.
All right,
Let's bring him in. Where is this? Let's bring him in. Where is the thing? All right, GG's.
GG.
Well done.
Did I win?
You did.
What the
GDO,
fuck?
did you just take 7 points of fall damage there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finished 4 of my goals, but I didn't complete my last one.
Yeah. So
I picked a very unfortunate set of goals to complete.
It's just unfortunate with the Nest King with the enemies frozen.
I mean, that wasn't that big of a deal. It was
Yeah.
more just having to like poop the eggs every time.
Yeah, right. All right, well, we have a new
GDO,
Banjo-Tooie
some-
Challenge Series champion, and it's Go-Go. Well done. You didn't think you
I
could do it,
think-
but you did it.
I lost faith when I spent 15 minutes in Witch World attempting the mid-air jump to set up DCW.
Well,
It's okay. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to deal 7 health worth of damage on falls.
Not gonna lie.
I couldn't get the fall in Central Cavern to
Uh-huh.
work, and then I finally managed to do it, and I was like, oh, it's still 6 from here, and then I was like, wait a sec, why am I landing on the higher
right?
ground? So then I landed on the lower one. I think I had to redo that jump like 5 times.
Damn. Honestly, I feel like the 7 HP one is probably the fastest goal out of everything. Like, you could know in advance where to go.
Yes, I think it's the fastest if you already know where the best places to go are. Which
Yeah,
I think
like
those are the only 3 places you can do it in GI, TDL, and CCL.
Yeah, I think so too. I couldn't. There might have been a jump that you could have done off the top of the Coliseum,
Potentially.
like up by where you
Right.
but it was too far.
But yeah, I went for the goal of beating 4 bosses
Mhm.
before getting empty moves, and my goal was the idea was to DCW to Terry, then do Klungo 2, so that I could get there with only 8 jiggies,
Mhm.
but then I spent 15 minutes on that one jump in Witch World, and I gave up. So I got 14 jiggies instead.
If I would have picked beat 4 bosses instead of freeze an enemy in every level, I probably would have been done a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because the 4 bosses, I mean, I took collect all 8 highest objects, and that's like both dragons and Terry right there.
I mean, you wouldn't do those for your 4 bosses.
Yeah, I would, because I need the Dragon Brothers Jiggy and the Terry Jiggy for collect all 8 highest objects.
So how many jiggies would you get? Since you cannot enter Jiggy Wiggy special
You had to do the
until
bosses.
you're done with.
You had to do the bosses before you learn the MT moves.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, I'd probably DCW to Chili Willy then.
If you could,
Chili Billy.
If you can hit the DCW button, which Go-Go tried really hard to and couldn't.
Yeah. I know the setup from GGM, so because you do that in any percent.
With what Clockworks?
Why can't you learn Clockworks?
I mean, the thing is that
you just get Talent Torpedo from JRL.
I guess, but then at that point, you might as well not DCW because you've already done your 3 bosses.
My plan was to DCW to Terry, and instead I got...
no, because I get Talent Torpedo and then get Clockworks, and then I DCW to Chili Billy. Right?
Yeah,
I don't know. I collected a lot of Jiggies.
Yeah, same. Like, my goal was to do like this the early game in 8 Jiggies, except it took me like 14, and I guess it wasn't too bad since I did get 2 timers from doing the Crazy Castle, but it was so slow.
People in chat were fuming, GoGo, fuming that you did Pot of Gold. Because... Go ahead.
I forgot that I had to do the Zubba minigame.
Oh, okay. You forgot about the Zubba minigame altogether. Okay.
I really thought that like I would be done like with the Wa statue, and then I was like, wait, I need the Jiggy that's there.
Well, the other thing is, there's a timer to get into Pot of Gold, right?
Yeah.
And you just skipped it.
No, I guess I forgot that too, honestly.
Yeah, I could have done easier pictures too, but I wanted my salty run back with Jiggy Wiggy's temple.
GoGo did it.
I finished with that one.
Yeah, I was planning on finishing with that one too, but then I was like, no, I'll do it now. And then I accidentally touched a warp pad in GGM when I went back, and I was like, well, whatever, I'll get my last fall damage and then I'll go back.
Oh no.
And then I was like, and then when I was in TDL to get the fall damage, I was planning on getting the photo as well of from the Jinjo cage, but I totally forgot to do that right at the end.
Yeah, it was nice to see that you guys picked a good variety of the sub-challenges. 8 out of the 10 got represented. The only things that didn't get picked were the Styrock family and the no Talon Trotter silos.
Not gonna lie, I feel like with like this 4 boss goal, I would say that it probably synergizes better with that goal than the 8 points from the pictures.
I think I would agree with that.
Yeah, I was like, no Talent Trot, no silos, no thanks.
I was gonna go for that one, except I was like, wait, so no silos? Hell no. If it was just no trot, maybe I would have considered it, but you lose so much time having to go back into levels.
Yeah, I had to do a lot of backtracking because I kept forgetting things.
Yeah.
Like for the last picture, like I had to go back into GI to get leg spring, and I had to go back into JRL to get, because I originally wasn't gonna do that picture because I was like, well, I already have 8 health, so Kazooie has more than 2 health, and so the picture wouldn't be the same because Kazooie doesn't have 2 health. And then I was like, later on, I was like, I'll go for the benefit of the doubt that Mumbo won't care about that.
You didn't, or you did do that challenge, but yeah, we said health doesn't matter for that.
Oh,
when we did
I
that
don't
challenge.
remember. I don't have very good memory, so. And then when you posted the pictures at the beginning, I asked what the top Jiggies were because I saw, Banjo with the selfie stick, and I immediately was like, oh, that's the photo challenge. Or no, I saw the background, and I was like, oh, that's the photo challenge picture, obviously. Just didn't pay attention.
I guess I could post here's the raw without the stuff all over it.
Huh. How long would you say that you had left video?
Almost done.
All I had to do was get on the top of Jiggy Wiggy's temple. Like, I had to DCW there and then do it. And then I needed one more picture after that, which would have been the TDL picture.
The one in, like, the blue Jinjo alcove?
Yeah. Because I didn't get that one earlier on, because I was like, no, I'll just get the top of temple, and that'll be enough. But I forgot that those count for 4 points, not 5 points. So
Right.
I just didn't get that picture earlier. Otherwise, I would have. And then at the beginning, I tried to go for the honeycomb and MT one again, and my camera flipped, and I was like, I'm
Go had
out.
the camera flip too, but saved it somehow.
Yeah, I always forget that you have to fly directly into it. You can't like land, otherwise the camera flips around. So I was like, nope, I'm not gonna try this again, and I just immediately left. And I have no idea why that rail track is in the easiest #1. In both in that challenge and this challenge, I probably went through like 40, 50 clockworks trying to get a clockwork up there.
You never aimed to try to bank off the left wall and drift right. That's the key.
Oh, I didn't even know you could do that.
I figured. But yeah, that was a fun watch. Thanks, Ring Rush. I think it was a great tournament too. I had a freaking blast doing this. So thanks a lot, guys. I mean, 2 of my most prolific racers. You were there for most all the challenges. You guys were awesome to watch. Thanks for jumping in on commentary too.
All the points.
Yeah, so I didn't have to commentate every race by myself. Thanks viewers, of course, for watching it, and this is BTCS signing off for now. Hopefully, we'll be back in the future.